Look through this glass. What do you see? You see a dirty room. You see a gray world. Now look. The room is bright. The world is colorful. The world didn't change. The glass changed. We often criticize other people. We say, he is lazy or she is mean. But today's story shows that sometimes the dirt is not on them. It is on us. Let's listen to The Dirty Window. Once upon a time, there was a woman named Clara. Clara was a perfectionist. She loved clean things. Her house was spotless. Her floor shined like a mirror. Her clothes were always white. Clara was very proud of her cleaning, but she was also very critical of others. "Look at that man's shoes," she would say. "So muddy." "Look at that woman's hair," she would whisper. "So messy." She thought she was the only clean person in the world. One day, a new family moved into the house next door. Clara watched them from her kitchen window. She was drinking her coffee and looking out. The neighbor, a young woman, was hanging her laundry, wet clothes, on a line in the garden. She was hanging white bed sheets. Clara frowned. She put down her coffee cup. "Oh my," said Clara. "Look at those sheets." She called her husband, Bob. "Bob, come here. Look at the neighbor's laundry." Bob walked into the kitchen. He was a quiet man. "What is it, dear?" asked Bob. "Look," pointed Clara. "Those sheets are gray. They are yellow. They are dirty. Does she not know how to wash? Maybe she is using cheap soap. Maybe she is just lazy." Bob looked out the window. He looked at the sheets. He didn't say anything. He just walked back to his chair and read his newspaper. Clara continued to complain. "Disgusting," she whispered. "I would never hang dirty sheets." The next day, Clara looked out the window again. The neighbor was hanging shirts. "Look," said Clara. "Still dirty. The shirts have spots on them. Someone should teach her how to wash clothes. Maybe I should go over there and give her my soap." Every morning it was the same story. Clara drank her coffee. Clara looked out the window. Clara criticized the dirty laundry. She felt superior. "My laundry is much better," she thought. 1 month passed. It was a beautiful, sunny Saturday morning. Clara walked into the kitchen to get her coffee. She looked out the window to check the neighbor's laundry. She stopped. She gasped. "Wow," said Clara. On the line next door, the sheets were hanging. But today, they were brilliant white. They sparkled in the sun. They looked perfect. There were no spots. There was no gray. Clara ran to find Bob. "Bob, Bob, come quickly." Bob walked in slowly. "What is it?" "Look," said Clara. "She finally learns how to wash. Look at those sheets. They are perfect. I wonder who taught her. Maybe she heard me complaining. Maybe she finally bought good soap." Clara was happy. "Finally," she said, "I don't have to look at dirt anymore." Bob looked at the laundry. Then he looked at his wife. He smiled a small, gentle smile. "Honey," said Bob softly, "the neighbor did not buy new soap, and she did not learn how to wash." Clara was confused. "What do you mean? Look at them. They are clean." "Yes," said Bob. "They are clean because I got up early this morning and I washed our windows." Clara froze. She looked at her kitchen window. For the first time in a month, she noticed the glass. It was crystal clear. Before today, the glass had been covered in dust, grease, and water spots. The gray spots on the sheets were actually spots on her window. The yellow color was the dust on her glass. The neighbor's laundry had been clean the whole time. The dirt was never outside. The dirt was inside. Clara's face turned red. She felt ashamed. She remembered all the mean things she said. She is lazy. She is dirty. She is stupid. She realized that she had been judging an innocent woman for 1 month. She wasn't seeing the reality. She was seeing her own dirty filter. Clara sat down. She didn't say anything. She just drank her coffee. And she promised herself, before I judge the world, I will check my own window. My friends, this is a simple story, but it is very common. We love to judge. We say, he is angry, she is arrogant, they are wrong. But pause for a moment. Check your window. Are you seeing their anger, or are you in a bad mood? Are you seeing their mistake, or are you afraid of making the same mistake? We do not see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. If you want a cleaner world, don't try to wash your neighbor's clothes. Just wash your own window. Thank you for listening to The Dirty Window. See clearly today.